Hello everybody and welcome back again. My name is defect and today, welcome back to Katawa Shoujo. So let's jump in. So you guys know, if you haven't checked out the previous episode, go check that out. If you haven't even seen the series yet, go check out the first videos and stuff. It's quite cool. If not, if you don't want to check them out because it is just mostly reading, then I recommend you guys just going and play it yourself. But other than that, let's just jump into this. Alright, let's go. Finding her among the din is surprisingly easy, not the least because of her looks. With a couple of students gathered around her, as she stands at the front of the class, she seems to be in charge of the preparations, or at least busy organizing them. Carefully negotiating a path through the various students, hunched over the floor for lack of desk space, I raise a hand, entirely out of habit, as we finally reach Lily. Hi, Lily. She perks her head up as she breaks off talking to a noticeable smaller girl who must be her classmate, trying to listen as best she can. Sorry, who? Ah, sorry, Hisao. I have Hakano too. Hi. She's pretty skittish. Considering the number of people around, it isn't too hard to work out why. Lily takes a moment pause to assess the situation before turning to the other student once again. For the moment, just ask Moria for his advice. Kenji's busy with painting one of the banners already. A quick nod and she bounces off, fingers carefully sliding along the wall's face for ordination. Wait, Kenji? That Kenji? I quickly turn around, leaning to the side to see past Hakano. Sure enough, a corner of the room. Kenji's hunched over a sheet of cloth as he paints it. His eyes remain only inches from the brush, reminding me how close he had to be to make out my face when I met him. Sorry about that. Our class doesn't have many students with partial eyesight, so they are in high demand. That's right, Class 3-2 was especially for the students with poor vision. Preparing for the festival must be pretty arduous for them. Need a hand? I could give you help if you need some. Maybe Hikno could too. A chance to set her mind on something would do her good. But I doubt she has the courage to ask outright. She quickly nods in affirmation afterwards, so I confidently make the right move. Lily gives a noticeable sigh of relief. Ah, that's good. This might actually get finished before everyone goes off to dinner now. Would you be able to help the person painting the main banner? It's a big task for him to do, but no one else can help. Kenji? Sure. She seems surprised that I know him. Can't really blame her. I take it you've met? Our rooms in the dorm are right next to each other. Hard to miss each other, really. Well, it's good to see you're getting friends so fast. Friend? I wonder if that's the right word to use for him. Hakano's silence during the proceedings remind me of a reason why I put her up to helping in the first place. Well, we'll go help him then. He knows what he's doing, right? That's right. Just ask if you have any problems. Carousing in assent, Hisao and I begin another trek across the classroom. Kenji sits crouched on the floor, his gaze fixed on the writing calico in front of him. Hey Genji. No answer. Continues painting his paint-soaked brush along the floor. Half-painted Kenji that's stretched on the sheet in... Kenji? Huh? What? Who is it? If it is the way he treats class members, it's no wonder he's working on this alone. Oh, I missed a bit. All I could make out from that is, hi, it's Hikano. Right. I know that, man. What are you doing here, though? His ominous attitude annoys me. He must be the type to really get focused on his work, hating to be disturbed by anyone until he's done, I suppose. While we talk, the sound of Hishno's footsteps as she walks out from behind me reminds me that she's here. I was just going to help with the banner. Hikno and I, that is. Hello. Oh. Hey, I guess that's okay. As soon as Hikno enters the equation, her demeanor takes a complete about-face. His sudden hostility is slightly unsettling. Alright, women, on second thoughts, this may not be a great idea after all. Hino and I gradually set ourselves down on the opposite side of the cloth banner to Kenji. Nothing too severe, small paint tins on the ground around it. Class 3-2, noodle stall. You guys selling noodles at the festival on Sunday? Yeah, some stalls outside or something. Or something. His non-commercial nature sparks a fair amount of suspicion on my behalf. The task at hand comes first, though. So, how do you want to split this? Do we borders while you take the text, or do you want to switch and do the borders? Text is mine, you do borders. He's surprisingly strong feeling on the topic. As I reach over to grab a brush, I notice it knows ready dealing between colours to use. By the time I put brushed to cloth, she's already started on a dilla pattern. Looks like my idea of taking her mind off everyone around her worked. With a dark blue stroke, the three of us silently get to work. Not before Kenji takes the advantage of it knows working to lean towards me and whisper conspiracy through. Hey man, why are you here? Wanted some help to find Lily, that's all. He apparently disapproves of my motives. Ah, I get it. It looks like I misjudged you. You're inferior then, aren't you? Going deep undercover. I should have guessed. Letting the truth slip by him would probably be better than outright lying or annoying him. In any case, is that why you're here? Obviously, it sucks, but there's no better way to get intel than going in yourself. We've got to stick together, man. This is a harsh school, a harsh world. Yes, very harsh. He misses my true meaning as he leans back, satisfied I sympathetically to his cause. I better get down to work. Tick-tock, tick-tock. Finished! Oh, finished. Looks like I am too. Good job. Yeah. The two of us connect up the lines of our patterns, mine being a copy as I could manage of hers. With a grunt, I lever myself up from the floor and look around. Aside from Hishno and myself, there's only Kenji left finishing a sign, as well as Lily and a couple of students talking among themselves in our classroom. Looking at my watch, it's no surprise. It's getting pretty late. Need a hand? I offer a hand to Hishno, which she uses to get herself up. As she does, I can't help but glance at her wrist, as her scars extend even to there. Just how much of her body was burnt. I feel a ping of guilt about it. However, as she quickly covers her wrist with her other hand. Looks good, doesn't it? She looks surprised, for a moment before noticing I mean the banner. It does, I guess. Her smile shows that she feels a slight tense of pride in the result, just as I do. With the floor sign nearer for the decorations being placed on the desks and shelves, it's much easier to get to Lily. As we cross the room, we've finished the banner. I guess that's all that needs to be done. Lily gives a appreciative nod. Thank you, Hishno. Hakno, if there's any way I could thank you. It's fine. Beats sitting in my room studying at any rate. I don't mind either. She nods before suddenly remembering one last person. Oh, is Kenji still here? Just as I open my mouth, Kenji gives the answer from the other side of the room. Yeah, just finished. He carefully slides his sign into an empty section of the shelf to dry, before quickly walking past us and out the door. See ya, man. Bye. The remaining two students say their goodbyes to Lily before taking their cue to leave as well, leaving only the three of us. Well, I guess that's everyone. I hope we don't have to do anything like that again. Working past school time? Indeed, the class plans this year were ambitious, maybe too ambitious. The stalls looks nice though. She's right, it shows that a lot of work's gone into them. My, a lot of us would be glad to hear that. At least now that there's not much work to do until the festival itself. It's getting pretty late. Should we go? That's probably a good idea. Are you going back to the dorms as well, Hisao? Yeah, I guess I'll tag along. The nighttime lighting really makes the gardens look quite different. Compared to the usual look of lush greenery, things are a bit more calm. Being that it is so late, the lack of students around probably helps. The odd one or two can be seen scurrying to and from the dorms, trying to adhere the most of their appropriate curfews, but no more. All that can be heard is our footsteps, in addition to Lily's cane regularly gently tapping the ground in front of her. It's nice to finally be able to relax a bit, after the mad rush during school. Without even noticing it, I allow your small yawn. Tired? Yeah, still getting used to the flow of things, I guess. The, thing with Shinatun took me kinda off guard, though. I grit my teeth a little at the kind of motion of their arrival at public splat. That said, I do want to sort out what in the world has been behind it. About that. I'm sorry about it being so public. Shinatun and I go back some ways. Her voice seems slightly irritated, as she remembers Shinatun, obviously unwilling to discuss it any further. I glance at to know her views on this, but her expression is unsurprisingly evasive and difficult to read. Either way, I guess her apologizing for it is something, even if my curiosity goes unanswered. I'll be glad once the festival over. In any case, the change of topic welcomes, clearing the thickening air quickly. I can imagine my old school's festivals were a lot more low-key than this. Yamaku stresses the idea of a school community, so the staff likes to make our festivals as much such special and yet the students are the ones who do the work. That's an unfair world. Hito and Lily both chuckle in agreement, saving the fact that none of the staff are around to hear our grumbling. I suppose coming from a strict all-girls school helped me a bit with Yakumo compared to here. Yakumo is much more relaxed. That would go the way towards explaining her well-bred speech and behaviour. In any case, as we come up to the dorms, it eventually comes time to leave for our respective dorm rooms. See you, Lee. Hakuno. And on that note, I'm going to end today's episode right there. If you guys have all enjoyed today's episode and stuff, and as always, leave the normal YouTubey likes, comments, subscribes if you so desire. And yeah, if you guys have enjoyed today's episode, we're now going to skip to the little thingy and see how far we've got now. So if we go to, I think it's library, isn't it? We're now on 10%. Yay. So there we go. We've just done that scene right there. So obviously, we're most likely going to come back to these ones after I've completed this. But either way, if you guys all enjoyed today's episode, and yeah, as always, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Until then, everyone,